Sims 4, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to build an office building in The Sims, but every office is a different skill. I've drafted up this like eco-modern office building kind of vibe, and I think let's start over here with, of course, our trusty dusty handy dandy wheel. And I don't know if you know how many skills there are in The Sims. I didn't know the exact number. It's 51. Obviously, we're not doing 51 offices today, but our first one is going to be for the skill baking. This office on the left is actually our biggest one, and I'm hesitant to use it for our first one. I would really love to be able to add the cupcake factory in here. I thought I would like this wallpaper, but I really don't like how it's lining up in the corners. Maybe it could be kind of cute to do a wallpaper like this with the strawberries. I'm really excited for this build to kind of see where the storyline goes and what stories we can tell like through the combinations of skills that we get. I would love to go with a kind of cutesy vibe for this too, just because I don't know, that's what I think of when I think of cupcakes. And I would love to have at least one stool there. We need a laptop. You need to be able to plot and scheme your cupcake business or whatever your bakery is. And I think one of you told me the cupcake machine actually does work if it's sized down, so maybe we can do that. I had an idea for over here to do some sort of, I guess maybe almost like display shelving, and maybe over here they can like test some recipes. Oh, and always gotta have the fruit cake to welcome everybody in. I was thinking we could put the like dessert display case up here on one of the shelves. It's a shame that the pastries in it don't change though. Maybe they're testing out a new nectar-based icing, so they gotta have some of that on hand. I wish that the birthday cake stayed birthday cake when you place it, but it just becomes a plate. The cupcakes do stay cupcakes, and while that is nice, I worry about them spoiling the second you get into live mode. Oh, and here's a build tip. If you notice that I have a bunch of random cupcakes on this shelf, it's because I wanted to fill up the slots. Normally, if I wanted to alt place something, I would move the shelf and then move it back, but I didn't feel like doing that, so I just filled up all the slots with other items, and now the cupcakes aren't trying to slot onto the shelf. I'm free to place them however I want. That is starting to look really nice. I wonder if any like comfy seat could look cute here. Just kind of like a place to chill, a place to rest. We do have all these different cake decals. Not really my first choice, but it is kind of fun. I must never forget our tiny living cupcake pictures. And I figured if I am having windows this big, I probably should provide a method of privacy. And thankfully that pink is not too offensive. Should I put the little cupcake retail sign outside? I don't know. I imagine that just says like, this is where cupcake maker works at this office. Wait, is this it? Is this our baking themed office? It is very generous to call this an office considering it is way more kitchen. If you were a baker, this would be what your office looked like, right? The skill for the next one is going to be guitar. I think let's do our same flooring. I wonder if there's like any good kind of paneling. Yeah, the fabric panels for like good acoustics and everything, yeah? Now this one I am going to do kind of like a traditional desk, or well, maybe that one's not the most traditional, but some type of actual desk is making it in here. And you know what? I kind of feel like the typewriter inspired computer would kind of work here. Like obviously you can type up lyrics and music on anything, but the skill is guitar. It's not songwriting specifically. Maybe they have a laptop so that they can take their work with them on the go. Oh my gosh, and the guitar necks as their like Zoom background. And I know that this is more singing skill, but I am gonna give them a microphone, and I think I'm gonna take another one and lower it down as if this one is meant to like capture the guitar sound over the voice. And if you thought that I wasn't going to add as many different types of guitars in this office as I possibly could, you don't know me. And that's okay, because now you know. To know me is to know that I am going to make my builds perhaps be a little bit ridiculous if it makes them stick to the plot a little bit more. Wait, and we need to add a little stool that they can sit at. So they'll be like, okay, anyway, here's Wonderwall. And you know, now that I think about it, it actually acoustic-wise could be better to have carpet in here. I go, oh, acoustics-wise this, acoustics-wise this. Meanwhile, we have two windows that lead out onto the street. You're gonna hear all those cars drive by. I think something that could be really cute is if they have a little model guitar. And look at these cute guitar paintings from Najo Pao on the gallery. What do you mean that actually kind of works with our color scheme also? I think also we could get like some records on the wall. I think these are supposed to be CDs, but I've just sized them up with my right bracket key. Maybe now is the time for just a little bit of string light to, you know, really set the ambiance, set the scene, set the vibe, set the tone. There we go. I am loving this so much. This is our office, perfect for a guitar player. And so we also have the rest of this area to finish. Obviously, this is going to be our bathroom bathroom. I'm gonna make sure that this has everything we need. I don't know whether to do 3 sinks, 2 sinks, 2 sinks like that, 2 sinks like that. Maybe that makes the most sense. We will just keep it nice and tidy in here. And if you didn't know, if you have Get to Work, something that's so useful for community lots is the towel dispenser that comes with it. Obviously, that just makes it a little bit more realistic instead of having like a hanging hand towel. You can also do some hand sanitizer, which perhaps I'll put that in for when you walk into the building. I realize I did not leave space for a trash can in the bathroom. I wonder if this will work. You can take a dishwasher and size it down, and then it kind of leaves an open spot there. And I wonder if I could just, oh my God, just squeeze in a trash can there. You do get the weird shadows depending on what counter you used, but sometimes we just ignore it. We just ignore it. Now we do have a little reception area as well. And of course we will have a waiting area. And do you think I could get a TV on the wall and they're probably always playing like HGTV or the Food Network? And we need like the random art that waiting rooms always have. Oh, that's kind of nice. Over here, I was planning on doing a kind of like break area, snack area, but since we literally have this, we don't really need it. You know what? Maybe we have the bakery display case and the baker will like make treats for the waiting guests to sample. And then my other idea was a filing cabinet because I didn't put a lot of filing cabinet space in other offices. We can't forget that we have tried to go an eco-modern vibe. So I think that's what we're gonna do for part 1 of our offices. And while we're at it, I'm going to do like this reception area, and I did this bathroom. The only thing about this reception area is there's not really a good place for people who come in to sit. That's not ideal, but I guess we'll take it. I feel like these cats and dogs pictures were like made for waiting rooms since they are a little bit random. Now that I think about it though, I think I would hate the TV behind the reception desk, because the people down here are gonna be watching the TV, and if I were the receptionist, I just think that they were staring at me the whole time. I'm starting to think of a good backstory for this, but we'll just have to see what the other offices are and see if what I'm thinking works out. And speaking of, our next office is going to be dancing. All the offices in this one are the same size. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I think we need a dance floor, obviously, but our smallest dance floor is that big. Dance floors aren't something that I've played with extensively, so I'm not exactly sure if it's functional if I size it down. I would love that. That makes more sense with my narrative. And I guess we are using the term office liberally, though if you were a dancer, this is what your office would look like, yes? I was a dancer, and I feel like dance studios a lot of times have like the weird designs on the wall, like painting-wise, so maybe we can do maybe just this one from high school years. That one's kind of fun. And so this hallway table is gonna be doing a lot of heavy lifting in terms of this room. So we're gonna put the slablet as the computer. Maybe we'll do a wall speaker so we're not taking up space on the table. Oh, I really like these kind of more like abstract paintings from Emma Cooper 64 on the gallery. Thank you very much, Emma. I think that could bring us a nice pop of color. Now I'm wondering about changing up our walls though to kind of go with the orange more. I don't know. I would love like a little place to sit so that we're not standing up all the time, though I'm thinking we will have to resort to little poofs under the table, so not actually functional in the game. With all that dancing, you certainly will be needing to hydrate. Oh my God, business cards. I've been forgetting to add business cards. That's very important. Would some neon lights be fun? Maybe. I don't think I ever looked at these when the kit came out. This is from the party kit. Why are those kind of cool? Can I change the color? Yes, I can. I forgot something very important. We need shoes. If you're dancing, maybe you don't have the right shoes, so she provides you some shoes. But I think this is going to be our dance skill office. Let's go over to our next office, and the next skill is knitting. This is gonna be cute. This is gonna be fun. So the knitting skill comes with nifty knitting, which unfortunately came with no floors or walls, but the color story of the knitting pack is very pastel-y, very bright. It actually came with 2 desks, the Crafter's Delight desk and the Craft Storage desk. The Crafter's Delight one looks like it has a little bit more yarn, so let's go with that one. Wait, I forgot they snap to each other. The Crafter's Delight hallway table. Wow, okay. I didn't think about that. That wasn't something that I processed in my brain. Nifty knitting was also the first time that we got rocking chairs, so I think I'd like to add at least one of them. We also have the rolling craft cart, and my favorite thing, and I'm so happy we have room for it, is the everyone gets a pegboard. Now this is definitely a more craft forward room than knitting itself, but we are of course going to be getting the yarn baskets, which it's nice to be adding them in here, but your sim actually won't use them unless unless they were in their own inventories. And hear me out. What if instead of a plant, we did like a fun knitting sculpture? Question mark? How do I get it to not look like a snowman? Oh my gosh. And the one thing that we cannot forget about is our nifty knitting rug, which is free. You just have to go into debug. I'll put the cheats on the screen for you. And that is one of my biggest tips, especially for budget challenges. I think I would love something, one more thing on the wall here. The plants look kind of nice. Can I be honest? Oh, maybe the butterflies. Oh wait, those are perfect. Okay, wow. I feel like this is perfect for all your, not just knitting, but creativity needs. All right, we have one more office down here. I do need to add a window. Please don't let me forget that. And the next skill is going to be medium. It changed at the last second. The medium skill comes with the paranormal pack. And so I definitely want to center it around that. Maybe it would actually make sense to not have windows. I don't know. Does that make sense to like keep it dark to communicate with the spirits? I don't think that that makes that much sense. Oh, the seance table takes up a lot of space as well. Ooh. I would love if plants didn't clip through because like I would love the little palm tree right there, but no. Oh my god, the paranormal wall lights. I love these. Oh my god, and the hanging lights, we need those. Can we put a laptop on the seance table? Is that something we're able to do? We're doing the slablet just in case they need something like that. I want this little plant hanging off as its own thing. Would we not all love that? Be honest. Why do I feel like the dusty trinkets from Basement Treasures kind of work here? Oh my god, the clay hands reaching out as soon as you walk in. Yup. Do I do the big picture of Gidry? Is he our vibe? Now, I will say, we do have a good amount of lighting in here already, but something about some string lights just feels so correct. I know the goal was to not just use paranormal stuff, but once I get started, it's really hard to stop because of how nice everything looks together. But this is our office for a medium, for someone getting the medium skill. And now this area is going to kind of be like the break room area. Maybe even get a little wild with a dishwasher. And I kind of was just thinking like some little small cafe tables, maybe like that. Over here, maybe more of like a lounge area and just a simple kind of coffee table. I feel like that's the kind maybe you'd see in this type of building. As much as I hate TVs behind windows, we're just gonna do that. And now let me just clutter this up a little bit. And I think that will call it for wing 2 of our building. Coming up here now, we actually have this little like patio area. I was thinking we could put like a little table. I don't want to do like the whole reception desk out here. And then just maybe also like a bench. I keep wanting to use this new big tree from the Riviera Retreat kit, but like it just doesn't want to fit anywhere. You know, I don't hate the weird Batu planter. Let's start on another office. For this one, we are going to be doing... No! Oh, wait, it actually works. Nectar making. Obviously, like horse ranch vibe, horse ranch themed. Maybe I will change up the flooring. I mean, I definitely want it to have some kind of rustic feel. Is it bad if I change the color of the door? Oh, this isn't that big. That's good. Okay, let's put this here. And then we could put just a couple garden pots so that they can grow things to make nectar out of. What if we do like a high top table? I guess I don't know why it specifically has to be high top, but I was thinking like the clients can come and do like a nectar tasting. It definitely is very wood forward. And I think I will provide a little laptop. And I also wanted to do some big curtains. Oh, the horse ranch ones. Why are those so tiny? We're also going to put the nectar aging things here. And I don't think you want like the sunlight getting in, heating up the room. And we can put the new little nectar bottle on the table. How cool would this look as a wall decoration? But instead it's gonna clip through the back there. I wonder if I size it down. Does that do anything? That's actually kind of cool because it fully does look like a shelf that connects in with the wall. And now we just need a couple lamps. I love these ones from Cats and Dogs. We do have these ones from Horse Ranch. Oh my god, the cherry on top. Wait, literally on top because it hangs from the ceiling. The chandelier. That is so fun. This took me a hot minute to find and debug, but obviously let me get a few glasses around here. I might do a little something of a gallery wall over here as well. So this is our office for the nectar making skill. And for our next office, we are going to be doing, please be something that fits with the narrative. Please be something that fits with the narrative. Comedy. Comedy could work. All right. So let's put comedy right here, right next to nectar making. And I kind of want to do a fun color on the wall, something a little zany. And I definitely want like a full desk in here where they can research their jokes, write the jokes, everything like that. Oh my God, I want like the studio lighting in here too. Why are those lights so ridiculously big? And I know this is a very similar layout to the guitar office, but we are gonna do a little spot with a microphone. Oh, and then really to fit with the vibe, we're putting the water bottle on the stool. And then to be honest, I don't know if I paid enough attention to put them in the other offices, but I am gonna add some light switches in here solely because we have the giant lights that you probably would like the option to turn off. I'm kind of wondering what kind of wall art could we vibe with here? I have no idea. Okay, very random, but why do like the bricks feel like the vibe? It feels like maybe it could be basement comedy club kind of thing. I was thinking of adding one of the industrial decals in here. Maybe the person who works in here owns a comedy club. Maybe that's where the comics audition and he sits there and stares at them. I really just think we need to add a little bit more clutter. Oh my God, maybe some improv props. That's what's in this box for sure. I promise these are the same swatch, but it's the lighting. Oh my God, wait, that's really bad. Oh, should I try to move the lights back here if I can? Literally any curtains or blinds that I put on here would be doing that, even if they were the same swatch. So this is what we've got for the comedian office, the comedy skill office. I want to come out here before we do the other offices. And you know how some of the like cool offices, we're not a regular office, we're cool. We're a family here. They will have like a ping pong table. I don't know. That's like the first thing that comes to mind when I think of like cool office. Maybe just like another little sitting area with a side table. Oh my God, with the crate, because maybe it's nectar crate side table. Then this wall is quite big. I was actually thinking we could see if any of these rowing together bookshelves might be kind of the vibe. I really like that one. Oh wow, that's kind of perfect. Oh, and since they're a fun office, we'll add in the board game set. I might pull a few more of these tables up here. What I wanted to do over here was actually grab, no, is it not gonna fit? I'll cry. The espresso bar from Get Together, and then that's like the little coffee spot. So yeah, you may have to walk out and around every day to get to your post, but that at least allows it to be functional. And then we'll do a big table here as if it's the meeting room. Could we fit the bergamot tree in? Oh my God, we literally could. And listen, I know that this is like wildly unrealistic for real life and everyone would hate a meeting table that's like out in the open where you're hearing coworkers play ping pong. You're hearing these guys down here cracking up at whatever's on the TV, the espresso bean grinder going, "Arr!" But hey, it's The Sims. You don't have to worry about that. And yes, of course, I was also going to be adding some tables out on the balcony. This has no business being so nice. Also, why do we have so many chairs for like 8 offices in this building? Just kidding, there's 9. Is it weird if I size this up? Oh, we could do like the menu. That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? All right, enough of the common areas. Back over here to another office. This one is going to be themed on painting. Okay, this wasn't on my list of skills that I think would work with this backstory, but I think we can kind of work with it because the event that I feel like all of these skills surround definitely could benefit from a painter. And before we get to the last office, comment down below what you think the backstory is. This item, you unlock it with the painter career, the Artiste Supply Tabaret. This just brings every art studio together for me. I love it. You are going to have to type in bb.ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement. It's such a mouthful, but it is the cheat. So we have this still country life. Honestly, I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to add a sink in here. Sometimes the crates I like to throw in here, why not? Oh, and we'll definitely line up some canvases on the wall. This is the painting canvas storage rack. Am I imagining it? Is there something that's like, it's kind of like this, but it has like a light with it? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Oh my God, I found it. I found it. I know it's in this inspiring room because I know it was inspiring decor. I guess it's in lighting and that is not at all where I was looking. I think I want to grab some paintings from the actual game to put in here. So Welsh Mist, thank you so much for the flirty paintings. And that is a little bit of a hint on the storyline I'm going with for this build. All right, so this is our painter's office. And now for the last office, we are going to be doing gourmet cooking. This works. I really wanted gemology, but this one works too. I'm gonna start telling you the backstory and it is gonna feel a little weird that gemology is not part of it. Obviously here, we wanna go like big chef's kitchen kind of vibe. I mean, it's a 4x4 room, but we're gonna do our best. So my thought process for the backstory of this build is that this is like an all-in-one wedding planning place. You can literally get everything in one place except the ring, which is why I really wanted gemology. But for the baking skill office, you're getting your wedding cake tasting. But obviously, like with gourmet cooking, like this is the caterer. So for painting, I probably would have preferred it be photography for like the wedding photographer. Maybe the painter does one special like gorgeous, beautiful painting for each wedding. When we got comedy, I was thinking, oh, like maybe they have a comedian perform at the wedding. But I thought about it a bit more. And I was thinking about like, you know how like the maid of honor or like the best man or the sister or the brother or whoever will give a speech sometimes at weddings. Maybe the comedian helps those people work on their speeches so they can, you know, work the crowd. And you may have seen I actually snuck in a little menu down here. Originally thinking maybe it was the cake flavors, but now that we have gourmet cooking, it can be like the caterer flavors, the caterer menu and dishes. And this item from Dine Out is called the menu archive. So I'm wondering if maybe we put a few of these on the wall as like examples of past menus from different weddings. To be honest, gourmet cooking went very fast, and we'll just pop a little plant in there. Every room needs a plant. So this is our gourmet cooking slash caterer's office. And so obviously nectar making, maybe they choose like a custom nectar flavor for their wedding. And down here, they learn how to dance for the wedding. They learn their wedding dance. Knitting, I was kind of thinking like maybe they specialize in knit wedding dresses for knitting. When we got medium, I wasn't quite sure what to do about the medium skill, but in my head, they communicate with the spirits to see if the spirits are giving approval of that union. And obviously the guitar is like the musician, the wedding musician. I did want to add bike parking out here. I'm taking this debug shelter item from high school years, and I'm going to take these like weaving poles from cats and dogs. And what I'm gonna do is take the tool mod, duplicate it, and then rotate it, because I swear there was an easier way to make a bike rack before that is completely escaping my brain right now. But I also want to take the shelter, put it over here on this side as a little bus stop area maybe. That kind of works, and we'll get one of our benches. But then the last thing, because this building is going for LEED certification, they are going for sustainability, and we are putting on the solar shingles for the roof. We love it. And you know what? At the end of the day is over. So if you did enjoy watching this video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. If you made it this far, comment celebration, because we built this on Celebration Way and I didn't even intend for that. But obviously a wedding is a huge celebration, so it works. If you're interested in watching any more of my Sims challenges, I've linked one on the screen for you right now. Don't forget to comment what other ones you want to see. And if you are interested in hanging out with us live, I have my Twitch linked in the description, and I'm trying to do more here on YouTube as well. And I think that's it. So other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!